Good lifestyle choices means caring for your health and well-being. Some of them are obvious, such as exercising and keeping a balanced and well-composed diet. The importance of good oral hygiene might not be the first that comes to mind, but actually it plays a central role for your overall health. So hi everyone, my name is Nikhil. Welcome to all of you to your podcast Grown by Nature. So my dear friends, in our today's podcast, we are going to see what things you should eat to maintain a healthy lifestyle. In our previous podcast, we have discussed about the balanced diet. What are the constituents of food? We have also discussed about that, the benefits of that constituent, as well as the whole grains. We have seen the whole grains in deeper part. And in our today's podcast, we are going to see about the healthy lifestyle. What are the major 5 groups of the food? And there is also one category known as occasional foods. How to avoid occasional foods? We are going to discuss some tips by which you can avoid the occasional foods. So let's get started with our today's podcast. The World Health Organization in 1946 defined the health as a complete state of mental, physical and social well-being, not merely the absence of disease or any infirmity. So basically, if there is a person who is not having any disease or disorder, so we cannot clearly say that the person is a healthy person, because there are so many factors by which we can define the healthiness of a body. For example, there is socio-economic status, your employment status. There are so many factors responsible for healthiness of a body. So just not having any disease or disorder, it does not mean that you are a healthy person. And if we have to maintain a healthy lifestyle, then we need to would have to consider a few things, such as what leads to a healthy lifestyle. What are the things which need to obtain the healthy lifestyle? We have to eat a balanced diet by consuming variety of foods from each food group in the right proportion. Firstly, it is important to eat at least 5 portions of fruit and vegetables each day. So there are major 5 groups of food. The first is vegetables and legumes, the second is fruits, the third is whole grains, and the fourth is lean meat, this fat scheme of meat, and the fifth is dairy products. Basically, we were also going to discuss about the dairy products in our upcoming podcasts, but just understand what are the dairy products. Dairy products are the products which contain its constituent substance as a milk. And just we will see all these food groups one by one. The first group is vegetables and the legumes. So vegetables come up from different parts of the plant, including leaves, roots, tubers, shoot, stem, seeds. Legumes are the seeds of the plant which were eaten in their immature form as green peas and beans. It is recommended that a normal adult should eat at least 5 servings from vegetable groups per day. A standard serve is about 75 grams per day, like 150 to 350 kilojoules of energy per day. And each day it is important to eat a variety of different types of vegetables from each of the main vegetable groups. This will ensure you are eating such a wide range of vegetables, which eventually will provide multiple health benefits to your body. So what are these benefits? So these benefits include reduces the risk of cardiovascular diseases, reduces the risk of certain types of cancers. All types of vegetables contain a lot amount of fiber, which can help us to pass the stools easily, which can also reduce the risk of colorectal cancer. It also contains a great amount of vitamin C, like broccoli, cauliflower, tomato and capsicum. It also contains folate, which can be obtained from beetroot, lentils and asparagus. So this is about the first food group known as vegetables and legumes. The second food group is fruits. So fruits along with vegetables have always been a very essential in the growth and development of human life and human body. Fruits are naturally sweet in nature, and their calorific value is also low, and also less amount of fats and cholesterol are present in the fruits. But fruits are rich in vitamins, nutrients and fibers. Basically, fruits were eaten only due to its water content, as well as its vitamin content and fiber content. Fruits are rich in fiber. As I have said, it is very essential for the smooth movement of the digestive system. It passes the stools easily from our digestive system, that is gastrointestinal tract, and there are some fruits that give the body energy, as they contain carbohydrates, which are the main source of energy, basically fructose. Carbohydrates in fruits are mainly sugar, which actually breaks down easily and make a quick source of energy to our body. Fruit also contain at least 90 to 95% of water, which is also an important nutrient for our body. Basically, fruit provides a healthy lifestyle by giving us carbohydrates, fibers and micronutrients. which aids our bodies to function properly. Fruits give you more energy than sugar or sweets because they contain natural glucose and fructose. Basically, the sugar or any sweet substance other than fruits contains artificial sweeteners, but fruits contains natural glucose and fructose, which gives us instant energy. They also contain minerals, vitamins, and nutrients that are useful for a healthy life. You can make amazing mouth-watering delicacies like sweets, desserts, and juices with fresh fruits. If you get bored with fruits, chopping the fruits and eating them, then you can just go for juices, any type of desserts, sweets, and they are easy to cook and can digest easily by our body. Some of the popular and healthy fruits that can be consumed in your everyday meal are apples, banana, grapefruit, mango, orange, strawberry, guava, watermelon, muskmelon, all this stuff. The third group is whole grains. The whole grains we have discussed in deep in our previous podcast, Near of the Balanced Diet. You can check it out. Whole grains also contains grains or cereals. Whole grains have all the parts of the kernel, that is bran, germ and endosperm, whereas in refined grains, bran and germ were removed and endosperm remains present. You can see the diagram here, and whole grains are come up with a lot of benefits. Like the first is that it contains a lot of fibers. Whole grains also contain a lot of fibers. According to a research, it has been shown that a normal adult person's body requires at least 25 to 35 grams of fiber on a daily basis. Fiber helps to control blood sugar. It also lowers the LDL, that is bad cholesterol, and also reduces the risk of colon cancer by increasing the rate of passing of the stools in your digestive system. One more thing, not all the whole grains are full of fibers. Focus on oats, barley, bulgur for a great source of fiber. It helps in the digestion of the food, it keeps the bowel movements regular, and hence it reduces the constipation. Let's assume that a person who eats a lot of fibers don't need to take laxatives. So what are the laxatives? Laxatives are the artificial substance which helps to pass the stools easily and can also help to get rid of diverticulosis. Diverticulosis is a condition in which pouches are formed in the colon wall, which leads to inflammation, constipation, diarrhea, and intense amount of pain. There are so many benefits of fiber, but more to these. Whole grains also contain lactic acid, which promotes the growth of good bacteria in GIT, gastrointestinal tract. So if you haven't checked out the probiotics podcast, please check it out. And so these microbes help in digestion. Which microbes? Useful microbes help in digestion and fiber absorption of nutrients. The fourth group is lean meat and poultry. Lean meat and poultry. Lean meat is a type of meat which is good source of protein with the lower fat content and therefore low calorific value. Skinless chicken, turkey, red meat with fat trim off are examples of lean meat. Lean meat contains fewer calories than normal meat. Lean meat is popular amongst the people following a low fat and calorie diet. In the case of poultry, it is a great source of selenium, vitamin B3, vitamin B6 and choline. Selenium acts as an antioxidant which prevents the damage to the cells by free radicals. It also helps to reverse the premature graying of hair. Selenium also helps to improve the immune system. Vitamin B3 and vitamin B6 help to convert carbohydrate to glucose. Vitamin B3, also called as niacin, helps to control stress levels and produce sex hormones. In case of choline, it helps with nerve function. That if you are from a biology background, then you know that in nervous system some receptors are present, and one of them is called as acetylcholine receptor, and all these things also reduces the inflammation in your body. The fifth group is dairy products. Dairy products play an important role in a healthy balanced diet, providing many essential nutrients for our health. Everyone thinks that dairy products are all about the intake of calcium and protein, but just chill. It's not only about the calcium and protein, but it also provides phosphorus, magnesium, iodine, riboflavin and pantothenic acid to our body. Dairy products complete 1/3 amount of calcium required by our body, and milk and its products also provide almost 72% of our daily needs of vitamin B12. For vegetarians, the main source of vitamin B12 is the dairy products. There are so many beneficial things about the intake of dairy products, such as it provides the good vision, it strengthens the bones, also we get the strong teeth, it maintains the healthy skin, maintains the healthy blood pressure, it supports the normal growth and maintain development in terms of physically and mentally. We just can imagine the significance of the milk right after the birth of a baby. The question arises that why right apart from the birth the baby is fed up with the mother's milk? Why is that so? Because Right after the birth, lactation starts in the mammary glands in the presence of several hormones. The milk just after the parturition contains colostrum, which is higher in protein and antibodies, as well as low in fat and sugar. Colostrum is also natural laxative, which helps to pass the stools easily in case of the children. And colostrum production in the breast starts as early as the beginning of the second trimester of the pregnancy. Basically, there are 3 trimesters, each containing 3 months. So basically 9 months and 3 trimester. So it starts as early as in the beginning of the second trimester of the pregnancy, basically in the 4th or 5th month of the pregnancy. So dairy products play an important role in maintaining a healthy lifestyle. And if you follow and if you increase your intake of all these food groups, then you should also think to cut down the consumption of occasional foods, which will be very helpful to your body in a long term. But what are the occasional foods? Some foods did not fall apart into 5 major groups of food because they are not necessary to our body, also called as junk foods. And these types of foods are highly processed, contain more unhealthy fats and artificial sweeteners. Even more to this, it is more calorie dense food which will easily help to gain weight in no time if you consume them more often. Occasional foods are the main source of high fat, high sugar and high salt. They contain high sugars, high fat, high salts to increase the shelf life of these products. Example, deep fried foods, high fat desserts as well as frozen foods. High consumption of these foods may lead to obesity, chronic diseases, heart diseases, stroke, type 2 diseases and some forms of cancer. But there are some ways by which you can avoid these occasional foods. And if you follow all these intake of these 5 foods of group of foods, and if you cut down the occasional foods, then you will see immense benefits to your body. Some people cannot get adapted to healthy lifestyle or healthy eating habits, so they can follow some steps like there are some tips to avoid occasional foods, like you can avoid eating in restaurants. Just avoid to go out and eating in restaurants. The second is you can drink plenty of water, because drinking plenty of water increases the metabolism rate in your body, which increases the rate of burning of the fat. So basically obesity slowly decreases. Basically fat decreases from your body. And just tell the order with limitation. Just limit your order. Keep unhealthy food out of sight. When you go to the grocery store, don't go in the section of junk foods or the highly processed foods. Go in the section of healthy foods where all the vegetables, fruits were placed. And keep healthy foods accessible. You can keep healthy foods accessible, like you can in the refrigerator you can place the junk foods behind the healthy foods. You can keep healthy foods in front of your fridge. Okay, and you can chop fruits and place in front of your eyes. Like you can chop fruits, you can place it in airtight container and can place in the refrigerator. When you will open the refrigerator, you will see chopped fruits. Then you can easily get into that habit. So it is also called as atomic habits. Small habits can bring out a big change in your lifestyle. Change your food environment. Just change the environment. Surround yourself with healthy habits, healthy foods, like that. And visualize the rewards. For example, you are having your healthy diet all the 6 days of a week, and on the 7th day you should reward yourself. You should reward your body with your favorite food, with your favorite beverage, or anything which you like the most about the food. So if you follow all these 8 steps, like having all these, if you use all these steps, then you can easily control your mind to get rid of the occasional foods. And if you follow all those intake of all those 5 groups of food, and if you avoid these occasional foods, you will see a lot benefits in your body. So sum of this podcast is that your topmost priority throughout your life is to be healthy and to maintain a healthy lifestyle. So if this podcast has added any good values to your life, then please like and share with the loved ones you care the most. Until next time, stay tuned, stay safe, stay healthy. See you soon in the next one. Bye bye.